violence or no other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Oh, Lord. So I got to cover this because we see the femicide rate, and that is homicide against women, specifically black women, increasing. It's pretty crazy. But, you know, it's always so ironic when you see these cases, because a lot of these sisters are the main advocates for brothers who are down on their luck, if you will. And a lot of those brothers end up becoming super gremlins on demon time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna break down this article. It's really short, but I definitely wanted to highlight it. I wish I could have made this the headliner story. But unfortunately, there wasn't really much information on this story, but this article that I could find. So anyways, a woman killed in North Memphis earlier this month has been identified by her family, and there is a warrant out for her alleged killer. Tionka Gunn was shot and killed on March 1st, her family said. And this is Tionka, you know, very attractive sister. And I don't know if this was a boyfriend or a guy she was dealing. I don't know how they knew each other, but we just see this happen way too often, and nobody is really speaking up about it. So it's got to get some type of light shed on this epidemic, because this is the true epidemic going on, not that. Okay. The shooting happened around 4 p.m. in the 1000 block of North Watkins, according to police. Police said that by the time they got to the scene, a woman was already deceased from the shooting. Memphis police said the man investigators believe is responsible for Gunn's death is Travis Cohen. There is a warrant out for his arrest on charges of convicted felon in possession of a handgun, criminal intent, first-degree murder, employment of a firearm with intent to commit a felony, and first-degree murder.
And we begin with a disturbing story breaking at 6. Memphis police are looking for answers after they made a shocking discovery. Someone found the body of a newborn baby Sunday on the side of Raleigh-LaGrange Road near Old Austin P Highway. Now, police tell Fox 13 that...
Wow. Body of a newborn. This is Memphis, y'all. Found on the highway. I mean, what are we doing, Communitah? And I know that there are a lot of babies who end up being found dead. But I've done countless stories on this happening in the Communitah, and it's just the way that it goes down is just different. Like, this is similar to the Tioni Thea situation, where the young lady, she was thrown out of the car. You know, it was a tragic situation. But this is a newborn. I mean, this child didn't even have the choice to make the decision on if it wanted to enter this world. And the only people I could really blame are the parents, or maybe it was a carjacking and they had the baby in. But most likely it was the parents, and we know how a lot of these parents are nowadays.
Grange Road near Old Austin P Highway. Now, police tell Fox 13 the baby was wrapped in a towel and was found inside a bag. The police also say that the baby appeared to be full term. If you have any information about the baby or who might have done this, please call police.
Arrested a 17-year-old accused of a carjacking. Now, that incident left a 2-year-old child injured. Police have not releasing the teen's name tonight, but say the violence happened yesterday. That was off Flowering Peach. Now, the victim said 3 armed men approached him, demanding his Mercedes. When they tried to hit him with a gun, they missed. Instead, they hit his 2-year-old child.
Man, like, we really... You got a 17-year-old attempting a carjacking, which is happening, it's happening way too often. Way too often, these carjackings, man. And instead of hitting the owner, he hits a toddler. I'm telling you, these super teen gremlins are on demon time.
Police recovered the car. Tonight, we're working to find out how that child is doing. We'll update you as we learn more.
Police have charged a 17-year-old in connection with 2 violent carjackings in southeast Memphis near Hickory Hill. The armed teenager has not been identified, but police say he was one of several suspects involved in the crimes. As WREG's April Thompson reports, during one carjacking, shots were fired, and during the other, a 2-year-old child was hit in the face with a pistol.
Go over there, give me your money, your phone, everything.
Mary Ella Marco speaks very little English, but knows enough to describe the terrifying ordeal her boyfriend endured Saturday morning.
Very scary.
Yes, too much scary.
She says Moises Hernandez had just parked his SUV in this front yard on White Birch Drive.
Dang, so either it's these super gremlins applying pressure or these burrito gremlins applying pressure, because we know, we can pretty much tell that this wasn't a glider gremlin. Otherwise, they would have said it already. So, what's going on, man? It's like we're breaking the black and brown unity bond, or this some burrito on burrito crime, you know what I mean?
When 4 armed males approached him, Marco says one of the suspects held a gun to her boyfriend's head. She says they stole the SUV and robbed Hernandez, who ran to the house, yelling to everyone about what had just happened.
He came in and tell me, hey, let's go, because my car is go. The people in there, police is coming in there in 2 and 3 minutes, and come in, check what happened and everything.
Hernandez told police he heard several shots fired. One shot broke out part of a window at the house, and police say they found several shell casings in the street, but no one was hurt. Not the same outcome in the second carjacking, allegedly committed by the same suspects, this time about a mile away at a townhouse on Flowering Peach Drive.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is some super gremlins, bruh. This is some super gremlins. I mean, they going on a spree with this stuff, so.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
I mean, they going on a spree with this stuff, and I mean, it fits the demo, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, it fits the demo.
According to police, a man was exiting his 2008 Mercedes, carrying his 2-year-old daughter, when he was approached by 3 armed males. One of them ordered the victim away from his car.
And remember, guys, the Mercedes, that's what Justin Johnson used to commit the act that he did against young Dolph. You know, he jacked the Mercedes and was riding around with it and pulled up on young Dolph, and, you know, him and the other guy sprayed young Dolph. So, damn.
Making threats and attempting to pistol whip him but the suspect missed and hit the 2-year-old in the face instead with his gun. One suspect left in the man's Mercedes, taking his ID and some credit cards, while the other suspects ran away. Police were able to track the Mercedes through an onboard GPS to Ash Ridge Place in Hickory Hill and arrest the 17-year-old who was armed with a rifle. April Thompson, WREG News Channel 3.
And we talked by phone to the parent of the 2-year-old girl. He says she is fine and there isn't even a bruise. Police say both vehicles stolen Saturday were recovered and are being processed for evidence. Police did not say if any of the other suspects had been apprehended.
Well, new tonight, pictures of the 15-year-old who was shot and killed in downtown Memphis over the weekend. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Darcy Thomas.
And I'm Daryl Green. The gunman responsible for killing Rodriguez Minor Jr. and injuring another teen at Beale Street and Riverside Drive Saturday night is still on the run at this moment. And while police work to catch a killer, people close to the teenager who died are mourning his death.
Fox 13's Dominic Dillon joins us live from the downtown area. Dominic, you had a chance to talk with Miners football coach. He says that this young man had some big dreams.
Yeah, Darcy, I'm told that he was an outstanding student athlete. His first year playing football at Tresvant High, we're told he scored 3 touchdowns and he had a promising future ahead of him. Many people are mourning his death, and it was cut short simply because of gun violence.
Lil Rocky was a kid that loved life, loved his parents, and loved to play football.
Love 15-year-old Rodriguez Lil Rocky Minor Jr. can no longer spread because his life was cut short.
These guns are getting out of control. You know, we need to kind of crack down on that.
Oh my God, bro. You gotta stop blaming the guns. You gotta stop blaming the guns. Crack down on the guns, bro. It ain't the guns. Everywhere where you see a crackdown on the guns, they have a higher murder rate than where the guns are just readily accessible. The only place that is different is in Memphis, but the Super Gremlins are on such a higher level of demon time over there that they're just like, man, everybody needs a gun. Like, you need a gun out there. Because these super teen gremlins are on demon time.
Mark Cannon first met Lil Rocky 3 years ago. He was his football coach at Humes Middle School. Shortly after, Cannon got a job as a coach at Tresvant High School, where he coached Little Rocky as well.
He wanted to go to college and take care of his mom and dad. There's a lot of things that we discuss, off the field as players and coaches, but he was on his way.
A journey derailed by a senseless act of violence, leaving holes in the hearts of all who knew him.
As a coach, you get attached to these kids. And when you get attached, it's like your own, So ain't nothing but love for them. That's it.
All that's left out here now from this crime scene is the crime scene tape. And this is at nighttime probably a pretty deserted area, part of Beale Street down near the Mississippi River. But at this point in time, Memphis police say there's no information about who the suspect may be. However, if you have any information that may lead to an arrest,
yeah, I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say you're not gonna find that suspect in the Communitah. Thanks to your street code, nobody's saying a word.
Asked to call Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. And at 6 o'clock, we talk more with people, tourists, as well as people who live in Memphis about the safety downtown. Reporting live downtown, Dominic Dillon, Fox 13 News.
Happening today, the memorial for murdered Memphis rapper Young Dolph is supposed to be coming down, but now there's pushback. People are rallying outside of Makeda's Cookies on Airways, demanding that the memorial stay untouched.
Wow. So they're rallying, and I did a story on this earlier. Now, the Super Gremlins are rallying to keep up the mural when I already explained to you guys out there in Memphis, I already explained to you guys, look, you're hurting this business. This is why black folks can't have no business. Because when you do, Y'all go shoot the place up. Then you do a balloon release with the mural. Balloon release with the mural combo. And then everybody, especially don't let it be no rapper or nothing. Everybody come down. Show their respects. Really, they just doing it for a photo op. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Most people doing it for a photo op. Okay? I mean, we seen that with the Nipsey Hussle. People didn't even know who Nipsey Hussle was. They wouldn't even listen to his music. Now everybody got a picture. Talking about the marathon continues. Y'all wasn't even listening to Nip. Wasn't even listening. And now they doing this with young Dolph. And they applying pressure on this business. I'm telling y'all, the landlord is black. So they want to go and protest and say, oh, don't take the mural down. But bro, what? Let this man eat. Makeda's don't even want to open back up because of the safety concerns. Small black businesses. And the Communitah is applying pressure. That's why you can't get no money out here, man.
Fans started paying tribute to young Dolph at the cookie store because that's where he was gunned down last November. Then last week, the owner of Makeda's changed her mind about reopening, saying she just didn't feel it was safe to do so. After hearing that, the owner...
Y'all wrong, man. Y'all got this woman scared for her life. She's just trying to bake her cookies. Literally, just trying to bake her cookies, man. And y'all over here going... protesting so they don't take the mural down. But y'all can't protest. I just did a whole bunch of stories about kids getting pistol whipped, babies getting thrown out the car, young football stars getting shot, killed, high schoolers. Notice how there wasn't one protest for them. Odd, isn't it? Odd. But now y'all trying to protest and do demonstrations to keep the mural up? Young Dolph's legacy is bigger than this mural. And his legacy is forever connected to Makeda. So let this woman eat so she can get up out of Memphis. Please.
Owner of the actual building decided it was time to take down the memorial.
Then you gotta, lease it out or do whatever, get you some money, I understand that. That's part of life. It's his. Can't nobody argue with him about that, But I appreciate him for, keeping it up this long.
So that guy understood, but...
Well, we got one reasonable brother out here. One reasonable brother. So shout out to him.
Many others are outraged by the owner's decision. A member of Paper Route Empire, which is young Dolph's label, told ABC 24 News Friday that they'll begin setting up a new memorial today in Castalia Heights.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.